Sharing is hard. Sharing your work is one of the hardest things I've gone through. And I must admit, it still scares me every single time I share something. And for a while, I didn't share any of my work, and I think it was because of not how others perceived me, but how I perceived my own work. And now that I think about it, how you perceive your own work is super important. The first thing to note is that you will always improve, you will always get better, you will always find new ways to make your footage pop. And by doing so, the way you see stuff really changes. You start seeing things with more details and little aspects that no one but yourself will see. And that's what really held me back for a while, but I've really got back into it, and my tips would be just post it. Just try new things. Just get there, because at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out, that's okay. You learn something new. You learned all that it didn't work or that it worked. My 5 tips when it comes to that is that you should just do it. Just post it, just get over it, because once you do it, you realize it was all in your head. It was so easy, and the feedback they get from the people is what really, really makes it worth it. You just hear all those nice comments, all those people enjoying it. Of course, you'll get like 1 or 2 people that, don't like your work, but at the same time, you see all those amazing movies made by those amazing directors, and people still come out of cinemas and say like, oh, that was shit. And it's the best directors in the world. So you can't really justify that your work should be pleasing for everyone. The next one is, no one really cares. After a while, I realized that a lot of things that I was so afraid of was that those few peoples that would not like my work. But at the end of the day, most of them don't even look at it. Most of them don't really care about it. And if they actually do care about it and they don't like it, that should in no way impact your life, because you shouldn't be trying to please people with your work. The only person you should try and please is yourself, because that's the reason why you do this thing. It's your passion. It's how it makes you feel. And in some cases, the people that are closest to you. For me, it's my parents. It's my sister, even though she tells me that I'm a horrible brother and that I'm most likely adopted, even though we look so much alike. But, just those people that when they say, wow, it's amazing, it means 1,000 times more than that random comment that was on Instagram or whatever. The third point is just do it. And why it's so important to just post it is that if you post it, people will know about it. You exist in your industry. I am a filmmaker, and if I didn't show any of my work, then most of the gigs that I get and of the good, amazing opportunities I got would not even exist, and I wouldn't have gotten them. So just post it, and you would be so impressed by what kind of work that you show will actually bring you to some other work afterwards. One of my videos was a terrible video I made when I was just starting up, and somehow it was one of the first videos in the techno kind of scene, and people loved it. And that's how I started, by making videos for parties, for techno parties. And I didn't even listen to any techno by the time, and now I'm kind of vibing on it all the time. I love techno now. But yeah, the 4th one is, don't compare yourself. The horrible thing with Instagram and social media is that it's so addictive that you want to consume more than you create. But always be sure to create more than you consume. Right now with confinement, it's so easy to just go on your phone and just scroll all day long. Just scroll and look at all the amazing work that other people are making. But if you consume more than you create, then you won't improve, and you'll also feel terrible about yourself. If I just consume so much in one day and don't create anything, I will feel like I become self-pitying, and I'll be so hard on myself. And once I create something, it's amazing. And then you create more and more and more, and then you go to the last one, the 5th one, which is a rhythm. You want to get to this rhythm, this place in your head where you just enjoy and you create so much that it becomes natural. You just start making one thing, then the next one, next thing you know, and you create stuff and you enjoy it so much, and that everything becomes simple. It becomes like second knowledge. It's amazing. And that's where you really want to hit that point. It's normal that you get out of it. We're human, and you can't expect us to be working perfectly 24/7. But I think once you reach it, it's something you can reach again easier. So just really try and do more, create and consume less. And don't be afraid to share your post, because at the end of the day, you created something, and just created something is freaking amazing, and it's more than what 90% of people do. And if it makes you happy, that's all that freaking matters. And yeah, this is my first, I think, YouTube video. So I don't know if I'll post it. I'll definitely post it. This whole video is about that, so I'll definitely post it. And yeah, hope to maybe, I don't know, make some more videos and see you guys in the next one. Ciao.